acknowledging that the internal control framework as developed by COSO, the Treadway Commission, is an acknowledged and acceptable practice at the federal level. The other document that you have is the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. That's a governing body, and they advocate for every single person in this room. They advocate for you. They advocate for the integrity in a financial statement. They advocate for the integrity of a certified public accountant. They look out for your best interest. The AICPA acknowledges the integration of COSO, the internal control framework, along with the general accounting standards oversight. If you'll turn to your GOA booklet and read page 20, I have mentioned this sentence, set the tone at the top. If you'll turn to the GAO page 20, set the tone at the top, that's going to be your responsibility going forward. As you bring new people in, I would ask that you adhere to that. Thank you.
I got everybody? I think I do. All right, we are up to comments and concerns, council members. Bob.
This will be Councilman Kennedy speaking out his comments.
Distressed about the amount of water we've had to put into the Halifax, and all the efforts we've made over the years to try and be ahead of the curve, and that with all the rainfall we've had and the discrepancies we've had in the lakes, we've still managed to exceed our allotted amount. And we don't want to be Daytona. We want it to be Port Orange. We want to make sure that we get this right and we move ahead with that. And that being said, the only other thing I want to say is I've listened for the last several months to a lot of negative comments that have come across from everywhere. And it's all related to the city. And here we are now, we've got several vacancies that are primary people. Of course, we've got our manager leaving, we've lost our CFO. We're in a situation where most people are not very happy with what's going on. And I talk to a lot of folks out there, and I hear constantly two different things. First, what the hell's going on in Port Orange? Every time I open the newspaper, I see Port Orange. And that's become a real bone of contention for me, because I'm real proud of what Port Orange has done over the years. Yes, we've had some issues, we've had some problems, and we've addressed them. Maybe not completely yet, we're not through with them, but we're getting there, and we're moving ahead. The issue of the vacancies, I've always tried to be optimistic, and so I'm going to try and be optimistic in this. The fact that we've got several vacancies gives us the opportunity to find some great new people to put into place and take us further ahead than we've ever been. Port Orange is a great city. We've got a great staff here. We have great citizens. We've got a lot of people that are very involved in this city and that love this city. And I want all of those people, all of those positive people, to bring that influence back into the city of Port Orange and help us move ahead. It's time for us to stop the negative portions that we've had to deal with so much. It's time for us to move ahead. And let's just stop it. Thank you.
The only thing I got to say is I guess I've been criticized pretty harshly, and some of the comments come awful close to. I talked to an attorney today about some of the comments. Go ahead.
We agree. Could I ask you to speak louder or closer to the microphone?
I don't want you to hear me.
Who is that lady in the back?
Judy.
Some of the information that goes in, I understand I don't watch the blogs except I get them, but they're personal attacks on my integrity and me personally about what I get taken from the city. You need to clearly understand that I have never taken anything from the city. I have not benefited from anything over the years. But when it gets awful close, they use the word that I did an illegal maneuver. That's close to, that's libelous. So I talked to two attorneys today about that. And I set myself up because I'm up here. And I can take the criticism. It doesn't bother me. Either I have to be right or I'm wrong, and I know when I'm wrong and I know when I'm right. I can take the heat. There is a bunch of people that have a tremendous amount of knowledge that are really an asset to this community, but how they use that information in a negative form doesn't benefit this community. If there's something beneficial for this city, then use it. If it's critical of me, bring it to my attention, and I'll sit down and talk to you. I won't do it when I'm cutting grass, but I will be glad to sit with you. But if we got this much energy and this much knowledge out there, then let's bring it to the fore and let's use it correctly. And let's get back to where we have been. We've been a great community. We will be a great community again. These negative comments, when we make the news and we make the newspaper, we got to be doing it wrong. So if you got some problems with me with this kind of stuff, talk to me about it. I don't have a problem. I'm not combative. I don't like the. I've learned how to do anger management. I failed the course 3 or 4 times, but other than that, I'm doing much better now. So that's all I got to say. It's just use this energy correctly. That's all. Having said that.